Welcome to 5 Minutes of Momentum. These episodes are a short 5-minute burst of inspiration, motivation, and massive action. If you need that little kick up the butt to get things moving and to inspire you to take massive action, then every single Thursday I'll be sending you through a 5-minute episode to download, digest, and implement to finish your week off strong. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. Well, happy New Year. I hope that the new year has gotten off to a great start for you. I'm so excited for 2024. Lots happening this year. And to kick off, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the mindsets of I hope compared to I will. The reason why this has come about is because I've had so many conversations around the new year, right? And I'm seeing so much online about, so glad that 2023 is over, the new year energy coming through, like all of that always happens at the beginning of a brand new year. But one thing I noticed that's really stood out to me is this language around using the term I hope. Instead of actually determining whether they want to create a great year ahead, they're sitting in this energy around like, oh, I hope it's better than last year. I hope this year brings good stuff. I hope that things work out for me. I hope that, it's not the same as last year. And I want to talk to you about this because the language is really important. And the reason for that is because it activates a certain emotion within you, and emotion drives action. So when you're considering the language that you're choosing and you're thinking about creating this intention around this new year, having the intention around it being, I hope, is really going to leave you wanting more. It's going to keep you stuck in a state of victimhood in a way because you're like leaving things up to chance and just hoping that things will be better. Now, when we reflect, it's easy to do this, right? Because we look back on the year that was and we look back on things that maybe happened outside of our control. And then we think that we don't have control over our lives. And so then we look back and we go, well, I hope next year is better, right? Absolutely understand the language and the concept around it. But I want you to be really intentional with the language that you choose when you're coming into this new year. And I want you to start to take back that power, take back that control, and choose where you want to spend your energy and choose the intention that you want to have coming into this new year. Because the energy behind I hope is not an emotion that really actually drives an action that really will serve you. Because I hope is kind of like wishing, right? It's kind of like putting it out there, kind of hoping, wishing and praying that it's going to come about instead of actually determining whether you will or not create a great outcome. And what underpins this is not only like believing that it's completely out of your control, but the second piece is a lack of belief in yourself. So when we have this doubt around our ability to control things or create things, then it's normal for us to sit in an energy of hope, right? Whereas if we come back to what's actually going to serve you, and the energy or the mindset around, I will make this a great year, I will create this result, I will achieve this level, I will create an amazing year, I will make it happen. There's a completely different energy that comes into that, right? It's a completely different emotion that drives that. It's more of a determination. It's more of a responsibility of that it's in your hands and you get to choose what you want to create, right? Because at the end of the day, your perspective is what you get to choose, right? What you make it mean is all up to you. So you can make it mean that it was out of your control and that shit happened and the shit hit the fan and things didn't go to plan, like all those things. Or you can look back on it and make it mean something that actually benefits your self-belief. So we can look back on it and go, I got through that even though it was challenging. I had courage through those challenging times. I moved through fear. I didn't let it stop me. I am stronger for it. And I've learned so many lessons that I'm going to take into this new year and I'm going to change the results that I've created compared to last year, right? So it's a completely different energy. And the reason why this is so important is because emotion drives behavior. It drives your action. So if the emotion is kind of hoping, and I kind of do this with like a shrugging of the shoulders, it's kind of like, well, I hope it goes to plan. There's no positive emotion behind that that's going to drive really good positive action. So I want you to start to think about how you can shed those old words of hope and bring yourself to a place of choosing intentional words that will serve you because it's going to activate certain emotion within you that will drive action that will create better results. So rather than coming from that place of I hope, I want you to think about, where do you have the emotion of I will make this a great year? I will pursue this. I will go after this. I will make it the best of the best. Because I think that makes a big difference between your year, whether it turns out the way you want it to or not. And I think it's almost like this energy around choosing. At the end of the day, it's a choice. You can choose to use the words I hope and then kind of leave it up to chance, or you can choose to use the words I will and you can absolutely make it happen. So which words are you going to choose going into this new year?